In the latest episode of Buried at First Sight UK, Nelly and Steven's mess of a relationship continues. And I'm so disappointed that they're still in this experiment together. In the beginning of the episode, I guess they're getting ready to go to the commitment ceremony. Steven is still gaslighting for his life, talking about why is his sex life relevant. Again, evading that he's the one who brought it up in the first place to brag about his sex life while Nelly was at home. Nelly basically checks him and is basically like, oh, Nelly isn't falling for the gaslighting, and she's just basically like, why were you even discussing it in the first place while I'm at home by myself? And he pulls out the card that he keeps pulling out. Oh, we're going round in circles. He becomes aggressive. Nelly checks him and basically is like, don't raise your voice at me. And then he's basically now trying to play victim and is like, stop antagonizing me. And she's like, what? Like, how am I antagonizing you for checking you on your stuff? Like, stop being a child and take accountability for your actions. Then he starts going at her, stop antagonizing me and stop antagonizing me. And then under his breath, he's like, oh, you fucking idiot. And Nelly is kind of like, excuse me? This man has the cheek to be like, you fucking idiot. Now with his chest. And Nelly is just taken aback. She's like, oh my God, this man has just called me a fucking idiot. And she's like, don't call me names. Don't call me names. This is just a straight up insult. A fucking idiot. He called you a fucking idiot. And that's what he thinks of you. He thinks that you're a fucking idiot, Nelly. So at this point, she is pretty much done with him because she's thinking, I'm not going to be spoken to like an idiot. He's done me dirty and now he's, calling me these names. But she does say like, oh, why should I like somebody who treats me like this? I'm thinking, no, the feeling should be switched off by now. Switch off the feeling. For me, I would be packing my bags after this because the embarrassment would just be too great. And then the disrespect on top of that, absolutely not, Horn. Absolutely not, Horn. I want my right to withdraw. So they go to the commitment ceremony and there I'm thinking that they're both going to write leave after that argument. They go to the experts. Nelly basically says what happens and Steven decides his tactic now is he's doing the gaslighting with the waterworks. So when the experts ask him why did he call Nelly a fucking idiot, he's talking about, oh no, I wasn't calling her an idiot, I was calling the situation like a fucking idiot, like the situation is idiotic. And ain't nobody buying that. I mean, I guess the experts kind of take it, but they're basically like, you have a responsibility for your words. And they didn't check him enough for me. The way that they were grilling Sarah, they went light on Steven, and I don't like that because in my opinion Steven is way worse than Sarah. I mean, they did say, you're a grown man, take accountability for your problems, but I feel like they still went light on Steven considering how horrible he's been to Nelly. They do get onto the topic of him basically, going out with the boys instead of checking in on Nelly when she had her injury. And that's when he brings up his sob story. Oh my God, my stepdad, he's in hospital and it's been so hard. It's been so hard that I haven't bothered to see him. I've just decided to go out with the boys, get pissed, and talk about my love and talk about my sex life and brag about all the women that I've been with. And the experts, again, babying him, like, we can see that you're in pain. We see that you have trauma. They do say it's not an excuse, but again, they're kind of going easy on him. He's crying. If I was the experts, I would have been like, Steven, I'm not buying the tears, babe. Dry your eyes. I'm not buying it. But this is the tactic that narcissists use. Then he starts talking to Nelly, talking about how he's sorry and how basically, he's never met anyone like her and he felt so good on the honeymoon and he just knows that, they have a good thing. And Nelly's kind of like, well, this is the first time I'm hearing it. You never said that to me. And yeah, he's never said it before because he never thought it and he just thought of it tonight to save his ass. And then he starts talking about, he wants to work at the relationship. He wants to get back to how they were. So I'm thinking, okay, they're going to be staying another week. need another week's worth of talent checks and I need more airtime. I look like a fucking idiot now. I've got to put on my best behavior now before I really fuck it for myself. And I guess Nelly buys it. I mean, at the end of the day, if Nelly put leave and he put stay, she would have to stay. She would have had to stay anyway. But I just kind of feel like, again, duty of care on these reality TV shows. As a duty of care, they should have sent Stephen home because he's exhibiting abusive behaviors. But I mean, we'll see. I wouldn't put it past him to be even worse next week. Like, just lean into being a villain because look at him on camera. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. The mask is all the way off. But I think maybe now he might go back to the drawing board and think about his image and think about, okay, I need to now rehabilitate. But I'm sure it's not going to be long until the mask slips again. Nelly, I'm kind of sad that she's low-key kind of falling for the manipulation. I kind of just want her out of there. You know, one half of me just kind of hopes that she's just doing it for screen time, but I feel like she actually does have feelings for Steven, and it's just really sad. But I've got to hear what you guys think about the situation. Do you feel like Steven should be sent home? And what do you think about the future of their relationship? I'm assuming with the rumors that are out, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. I mean, who knows? He might swindle to the end. I guess we'll have to see, but I hope not. I hope Nelly leaves, and I hope he continues to show his ass. But I'm going to hear what you guys think about the situation. Do you think maybe, maybe it was just a tough week because his dad's in the hospital and, they can get back to their former glory? I'm going to hear from you guys.